Deborah Gay Banton.
Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. It is Wednesday, June 17, 2026. We are alive and well, and for that we give God thanks. Good morning to you. If you're listening on the 90 FM band, 90.3, 90.5, 90.7, or 90.9, thank you so much for joining us on your radio. For those of you who are listening and watching on our YouTube channel, good morning to you. The channel is nationwide. No, it's NNN Radio Live. NNN Radio Live. And for those of you who are unable to find us to this day, my co-worker Nigel, one of our videographers here, he said to me that if you type in the search bar NNN Radio, no space in that, and then space live, it leads you directly to this channel. So you can try that. For those of you who are still looking, NNN Radio with no space and then space live. NNN Radio, one word, space live. And I tried it led me directly to the channel, and so you can try it too. Let me say good morning quickly to those who are in the YouTube chat. MS Jean Sellers, good morning to you guys. Ines Campbell Murray, Monique Hunter, Steve Barnes, top of the morning to you. Sharon Bryan, good morning. Errol Townsend, good morning to you, sir. Errol Lily White, Merlene Russell, Christopher Henry, and all of the others who are on our YouTube channel. Good morning. Those on our app, top of the morning to you, and those on our website, good morning to you as well. Thank you all for making it nationwide 90 FM this Wednesday morning inside the Consumer Hour. For the first 30 minutes of the program, we have JSIF and You.
JSIF and You is brought to you by the Jamaica Social Investment Fund, investing for community development.
All right, and this morning inside JSIF and You, we will be talking about Hurricane Melissa relief efforts. Yes, believe it or not, there are still areas that are still reconstructing, still putting pieces back together, despite the length of time that has passed, because as you can imagine, it was a major disaster that hit our country. And this morning, we'll be focusing on the National Energy Poverty Reduction Project, and we'll be speaking with the project manager, Mr. Dane McLean. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Nora, and good morning to your wonderful listeners.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing great.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. So the National Energy Poverty Reduction Project, that is a project that is spanning various parishes across Jamaica. First of all, let us know what exactly the project is, and then after that you can let us know how that project has been assisting with Hurricane Melissa relief.
Thank you, Nora, and again. So the National Energy Poverty Reduction Project is the Government of Jamaica's flagship initiative that supports electrification island-wide. Now, it is actually funded to the tune of Jamaica $1 billion, and it came out of an MOU partnership with the Ministry of Energy, Telecommunications, and Transport. And so JSIF is a project implementation unit for the project, which has been in fact, we signed the MOU in April of 2025. And it came at a critical time because certainly with Hurricane Melissa later in the year 2025, the ministry and JSIF, a strategic decision was taken to actually realign the project to support the most vulnerable communities affected by Hurricane Melissa.
Yes.
And indeed, that's what we have been doing certainly since November onwards, and since the start of the current fiscal year. The project has been supporting over 8 parishes parishes, particularly along the belt that was heavily affected by Hurricane Melissa when it struck.
All right. So it's a project that is dealing with electrification initiatives. Let's do some numbers now. Talk to us about the number of households that have benefited so far through from these electrification initiatives.
Awesome. So across 8 parishes that the National Energy Poverty Reduction Project has been working, we have supported since, I would say since January actually, when we started wiring homes. We would have supported over 2,200 houses have been wired across the 8 parishes. And I want to note the parishes include Clarendon, that we would have Clarendon, Manchester, St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, Hanover, St. James, Trelawney, and St. Anne, with the highest concentration currently being within communities right across St. Elizabeth going into Westmoreland, where we would have done over 1,200 homes would have been wired or rewired in those communities.
Awesome. And I was about to ask, because I noticed you said wired and rewired. If you have any number of or a percentage, or how many of these persons are coming on for the first time, are being wired properly or legally for the first time?
Okay, so the numbers currently, out of the 2,200 that we would have supported on the project, I would approximately 80% of those households are persons who are coming on for the first time in respect of getting regularized access to electricity under the project.
Wow, that's a majority of the number.
Yes, because Nora, just to put it in context,
Yes.
because what we have recognized under the project is there are some critical barriers to access for a number of households in Jamaica. And so what you do find, especially as I said, within our rural parishes, you do have persons who are what we call accessing current through some tenancy arrangement with your neighbor. So you have one person perhaps sometimes with a connection, and that one person shares with 3-4 persons. That creates significant risk, not only from a grid stability as it relates to JPS, but also power surges, damage to equipment, etc. happens. And so in addition to persons who are desirous of being regularized as a legal consumer, you do have persons now who have taken the opportunity to actually get their own meter. So get their homes wired by a certified electrician, because that's what we do under the project. We go in, we get the homes wired, we get the homes government electrical regulator certified, so it meets the standard for JPS to provide access to these households. And importantly, what we do within these communities, all the homes wired, once JPS, and which is currently in the process of doing connections to these households, they get a prepaid metering infrastructure.
Okay.
Which, as you know, is a consumer hour. It allows for, effective budgeting. It allows for persons who may not necessarily have a steady income, but if they go today and they make $500, they can buy $500 credit, add to their account, and so they remain connected, and it is provided within the means for them to, from a sustainability point of view, to remain on and not feel burdened by the process.
It's not necessarily here in my script, but pardon me for straying a little bit. But because when I think of projects like these, yes, you go in and you assist with the regularization of their electricity, and they agree to come on. But what else is JSIF doing to help them, with other aspects of their life? Because most times their financial situation does not change, though they now have regularized electricity, they have a prepaid meter, their financial situation is the same. How do you assist them otherwise with helping them to understand that this is the way to go, you are now a regularized customer of JPS, and this is how you have to behave from here forward?
Thank you, Nora. And just to back up a bit, so the project is actually executed in partnership with JPS. So they have a fantastic unit called the Community Renewal Unit at JPS, and that unit actually since 2014 have been working close with us. Now, how we have actually executed the project, and what you're bringing about is the issue of sustainability. So I'm going to speak about it from two angles. One, from just the user coming on board. For many persons, the first time, as I said, for them to come on board to be regularized and so forth. So what we do, there is information session. We actually go into the community. We bring the JPS team. We have the conversations with persons within their community. And as we speak today, we are in Little London, Westmoreland. The entire team is actually in Westmoreland today, along with JPS, meeting residents in Little London who want to become regularized. And part of the conversation, so when they come to, we call them our sign-up fairs. When they come to that event, we actually bring them through the whole gamut. Energy conservation, effective energy usage. But that's just the consumption part. Now, in terms of what JSIF does, the project was deliberately engineered within JSIF because JSIF, as you know, for the last 30 years, we do a number of projects. We do a number of initiatives.
Right.
Our tagline is investing for community development. And in investing for community development, within the JSIF architecture, we have a number of other projects. One of those being, for example, our READY project, which is our rural economic development initiative that provides livelihood for rural communities. We have our ICDP, our integrated community development project, that actually puts in economic and physical infrastructure within communities. So the project is domiciled within a broader basket of interventions that JSIF does at the community level, financed importantly primarily by the government of Jamaica within these spaces. So the project is anchored within a framework that allows, when you go in with the road, with electricity, with the greenhouses, the economic empowerment program, and then coupled with that now with the public education and awareness sessions that we have with residents who are desirous of coming on board, we have seen where that creates a sustainable framework that and we have been seeing the successes. Importantly, we have been seeing the successes in terms of persons staying on board on the grid and realizing a better livelihood as a result of the complete the circle of interventions that we channel into communities that we invest in with the projects.
Awesome. We are up on a commercial break. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we have more JSIF and you. We're talking about the National Energy Poverty Reduction Project.
Postpaid Day is Wednesday, June 17, and Digicel has a deal for you. Be one of the first 4 customers to sign up for a postpaid start plan or higher and get the Samsung S26 for only $2,500. Plus, enjoy big handset discounts with smartphones starting at $8,800 plus GCT. Visit DigicelJamaica.com for participating locations. Digicel, powered by you, connected by us.
At Quest Security Services, security isn't about volume, it's about precision. From CCTV surveillance, access control and fire detection to Vigi-Control patrol monitoring, body cameras, vehicle tracking and background screening. We deliver protection with intelligence, securing properties, people and reputations with professionalism and advanced technology. Call Quest Security Services today at 876-548-4800. Quest Security Services Total Protection Group.
This is Nationwide's World Cup Player Profile, brought to you by Century 21 for everything real estate.
One of the hottest names heading to the 2026 FIFA World Cup is Frenchman Ousmane Dembele. The current Ballon d'Or winner is fresh off winning back-to-back UEFA Champions League titles with Paris Saint-Germain and heads a star-studded front line that could scare opposition defenses. Dembele was second leading scorer for PSG this past Ligue 1 with 10 goals in 22 games and ranked second in total assists. France will play in Group I with Senegal, Iraq and Norway.
That was Nationwide's World Cup Player Profile, brought to you by Century 21 for everything real estate.
Winner, big match, bucket for the crew, winner. Big match is a big deal too. A KFC when we link up for the big match. When it's time for the big match, we grab a big deal. Big bucket time, my side on the field. It's always KFC. Oh, 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 oh.
Enjoy the biggest party in sports with KFC. Get a big deal or big bucket for the big match and cheer on your team. KFC, it's finger licking good.
If you love the vibes, the laughs, and the real talk, then you're one of us. Don't just listen, belong. Join the Nationwide 90 FM Family Club on Patreon.
Good morning. You're back here inside the Consumer Hour on Nationwide 90 FM. I am Nora Gay Banton. It's Joseph and you, and this morning we're joined by Project Manager of the National Energy Poverty Reduction Project, Mr. Dane McLean. We've been talking about the project and what the work has been so far since Hurricane Melissa, getting citizens regularized through the electrification initiatives, and they will continue to do that work. Mr. McLean, let's talk now about some of your partners. We know that, of course, JPS must be on board with this project.
Yes, indeed. Thanks, Nora. So the project's success certainly rests on the fact that we at JSIF, and it's part of what we do. As I said, we're celebrating our 30 years. And not just this project, but generally speaking, JSIF's strength has been not only, mobilizing resources among our development partners, but certainly working with key stakeholders. So it's in our fabric. So this project be no exception. So one of our important partners, and I want to stress that the government of Jamaica as a financier. I would say a partner, but the financier. So this project is financed as indicated by the government of Jamaica. The Ministry of Energy, Telecommunications and Transport is the ministry would have actually signed an MOU where the resources are provided. Now, in terms of implementation on the ground, the Jamaica Public Service Company, the Community Renewal Unit, and I have to stress, Ms. Marley McDonald and her team at the Community Renewal Unit have been stellar support partners over the years with this project. Every community we go, that team is with us on the ground, with the residents. Engaging. Outside of that, we have our member of parliaments, our councillors who provide invaluable input in the process. And in fact, some of the chief advocates on behalf of citizens who want to become a part of, who come on board on the project, tends to be the members of parliaments, the councillors. And then at the other level, we have our long-serving partner, the SDC, have always been there. They support us when we go into the communities. When residents are unaware, they at times reach out to us to indicate the need for the SDC critically and our partners. We have a number, at the community level, a lot of the community-based organizations have actually reached out to us, and so they form an important partner, and certainly, broadly speaking, right at the community level, the citizenry, who, once we go into space, because this project is community-driven, it's community-led, once we go into a space to work, we usually get strong support from community residents, and so, an invaluable partner, certainly at the community, residents within the various communities that we have worked with, over 100 communities to date that we have worked with across Jamaica.
Awesome. And for those who are interested, persons hearing about this project has not gotten to their community yet. Is it that they have to wait until JSIF comes, or is there a sign-up process? Can I reach out to JSIF myself and get on board with this project?
Yes, indeed. So we have an open line. However, in terms of residents can call us, they can send an email at info@jsif.org with their name and our contact information. So what we do, Nora, given the scale of the project, we generally speaking like to execute within clusters. Okay. So when a resident calls, we will not necessarily be in a position to go immediately to say a resident call now Orcabessa, we're going to wire one house in Orcabessa. What we do, we take that resident's information, and then once we would have identified, once we get information, we then go and start to do our own checks. Within that space, there are other residents within that space who need the support. And then that's when we'll trigger our partners. We'll reach out to a member of parliament, we'll reach out to other stakeholders within the FCC as indicated, and said, okay, let's come in that space. And so how we operate, once we are coming into your community, we normally publicize that we are going to come in. As I indicated earlier, we're in Little London, Westmoreland. So if residents listening right now and you're within the Little London space, we are there today. So what we do, we bring our JPS team, we have our sign-up fairs, wherein they bring their civil documentation, an ID, a TRN, and they come out. And once they come to that function, we have an open policy where they are able to sign up for the program. And then, generally speaking, between signing up and being wired and being in a position to come on board the grid is usually between 4 to 8 weeks. Once they enter into the process. So they can call us at JSIF, they can send us an email, they can speak to the member of parliament if needs be. They can also indicate to their local development officers at the SDC who may be able to relay the information to us, or let's say that they can call us directly here at JSIF, and we are here ready to support residents wherever they are.
All right. And you said you would be in Little London today. After Little London, which communities can look forward to the services of the NEPRP?
All right. So we're in Little London, but just to indicate that since the beginning of 2025, we have actually been over 12 communities we have in terms thus far. So we're in Mount Bay recently for residents in Western St. Thomas. And certainly going forward now, residents in MP Delano Seabright constituency, that's where we'll be heading there in July. I think that is northeast or north central St. Andrew. We'll be coming there shortly in July to sign up residents there. We'll also be over there in St. Catherine, MP Damien Crawford within that constituency. We'll be coming there. We'll be going to eastern St. Thomas. For residents within the Bath and adjoining areas, will be coming to that space shortly to actually do sign up. And then going forward, residents in Clarendon, Rhymesbury, and other areas in August, we should be coming to that space. And as we finalize dates with the other MPs and so forth, we'll be rolling out.
All
just
right.
to stress, we have actually covered over 48 constituencies of the 63 to date. And so we are looking now to ensure that every political constituency, local, we're able to support with this program.
Good. So, of course, if you want to find out where JSIF will be next with the NEPRP, that's the National Energy Poverty Reduction Project, then of course stay tuned to their social media pages, their website. And Mr. McLean, can you just tell us where we can find JSIF so that our listeners can stay abreast of what is happening?
All right. So our office is actually along Halfway Road. So for persons within the corporate area, we are in the new PDS building. It's actually officially 8 Richmond Avenue. But for most persons traveling on public transport, if you pass along and you see 58 Halfway Road, general accident, we're actually within that general locale.
Okay.
But yes.
All right, so you can visit JSIF's offices. You can also visit them on social media, JSIFJA, if you want more information, or if you're interested in having this project come to your community. You think there are enough persons within your community who you think could benefit from this project. info@jsif.org. You can go through the SDC officer or your MP's office. Several avenues you can take to get on board with this project. Mr. McLean, is there anything else you'd want our listeners and viewers to know about the NEPRP before we go?
Thank you. Just to stress, Nora, that we just want to thank all our development partners, the government of Jamaica, the JPS, the SDC, political representatives, the residents. Your support, the collaboration among all stakeholders have allowed this project to achieve the success so far. And we certainly, as we look to build back stronger from Hurricane Melissa, we just want to thank these partners, and just to let residents out there know that we remain committed to support your communities as we strive to have this project come to you. So reach out to us at the addresses provided, and we'll be sure to respond to you accordingly.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. McLean, for joining us this morning. I hope you guys will have a good, productive day today in Little London, Westmoreland, and all the best to yourself and the team as you continue this work.
Thank you, Nora, and thank you to your listeners.
All right, that was Dane McLean. He is project manager of the National Energy Poverty Reduction Project. That's an electrification initiative regularizing citizens in several communities across the island. If you're in Little London, Westmoreland, they'll be coming to you today. So if you need to get on board, you need to get your electricity regularized, you want your prepaid meter, go find out where they will be. They'll be in Little London. I'm sure you can't miss them, and get on board with this project. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we have more Consumer Hour.
JSIF and You was brought to you by the Jamaica Social Investment Fund, investing for community development.
Spectrum Insurance Brokers provides quality insurance coverage and risk management services. The time by Spectrum Insurance Brokers Limited, setting the industry standards, is
9:30.
Postpaid Day is Wednesday, June 17, and Digicel has a deal for you. Be one of the first 4 customers to sign up for a postpaid start plan or higher and get the Samsung S26 for only $2,500. Plus, enjoy big handset discounts with smartphones starting at $8,800 plus GCT. Visit DigicelJamaica.com for participating locations. Digicel, powered by you, connected by us.
It's Mbappe! Oh my word!
Radio coverage of the FIFA World Cup has never been this pivotal.
The 2026 staging will be a drive-time event. Given the times, the games will be played.
You'll definitely be on the move during a large portion of the games or unable to be in front of a television.
And that makes a nationwide coverage of the World Cup even more important, as you'll not miss a beat, whether you're in your car or generally on the move.
Alvaro Pereira hit by James! Oh, what a goal!
So make Nationwide 90 FM your company, your partner, and your source for unmatched coverage of the FIFA World Cup Finals this summer.
Now they have got 7. It's Brazil 1.
Take us with you every move you make, June 11 to July 19, when the champions of the world are crowned.
Nationwide News Network, NNN, through Nationwide 90 FM, is one of only 2 Jamaican media companies authorized to engage in the radio broadcast of matches at the 2026 FIFA World Cup Finals being played in USA, Mexico, and Canada. The other rights holder in the radio broadcast category is Fame 95 FM. On May 19, 2026, NNN signed a sub-license agreement with Caribbean Sports Limited, CPSL. CPSL is based at First Floor, 1 Welch's, St. Thomas, Barbados, BB 22025. It has come to our attention that media companies here in Jamaica, on the radio side of the business, other than Nationwide 90 FM and Fame 95 FM, have made representation to advertisers that they hold the rights to transmit in full or in part matches at the 2026 FIFA World Cup Finals. Such representation is false. NNN will protect its position as it relates to the radio broadcast of matches at the 2026 FIFA World Cup Finals. We will pursue all breaches in court.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. You're back here inside the Consumer Hour on Nationwide 90 FM. I am Nora Gay Banton. And if you were listening to the program yesterday, you would have remembered we had a caller, Mr. Clark, who had a situation with a vehicle he's trying to purchase. And that vehicle was a Jetour. And I did say that, you know, it's from our end the first time that we would have been hearing any complaints of this nature or any complaints at all regarding the Jetour brand. And so we did reach out to say, you know what, we need to hear from Jetour and hear what exactly is happening here. And so I'm very pleased. I really love when companies, brands, agencies are responsive. And in studio with me today is Mr. Brenton Richards. He's Group Marketing Manager of Tire Warehouse and Tire Warehouse Automotive. Good morning to you, Mr. Richards.
Hi, good morning, Nora.
How are you this morning?
Not too bad.
Good. Now, before I get to the specific situation that we had yesterday, Tire Warehouse Automotive is the official dealer of Jetour in Jamaica.
That's correct.
Correct. And let's just go through the process. What exactly takes place when you say, hey, I want a Jetour to buy, and you pop up at one of your locations?
So when you make the decision to purchase a Jetour, you are greeted by one of our sales rep on entry. They take you through the sales area, sit you down, determine what vehicle it is that you want.
Yes.
Have you do a test drive, give you a quotation, and then we start the process from there.
All right. So at this point, then you would have identified the vehicle that you want, and you would have decided, no, this is the one, and you're going through the process.
That's correct.
Right.
Most persons come to Jetour, they're already decided on the vehicle.
Yes.
Right.
All right. Good. So, okay. So let's go closer now to the situation.
Sure.
If this vehicle is not in the island, the vehicle I want, say for example, I want a black T2, and it is not in the island at the moment,
right,
what takes place thereafter?
So what happens is the sales executive have detailed discussions with the customer as to the process, potential delays, availabilities of colors, and how long it would take for them to acquire the specific vehicle
that they want. All right. Is this process any different for a customer who is coming, and I'm talking about now the specific situation of the vehicle not being in the island? Is it any different from a customer, for a customer who is coming with cash as opposed to a customer who's coming via a loan?
The only difference is the time period it takes for the financial institutions to transfer funds to our accounts. The process is the same, irrespective of cash or it is that you're doing now.
Okay, good. Sure. Because, you know, we have to address the rumors out there, because people are out there saying, you know, it's because the man coming with him loan and other people coming with cash. Good. So the process is the same. The only difference is the time it will take for you, the dealer, to get the money.
That's correct.
But once you're in line to get your vehicle. Awesome. Now let's go to the specific situation. I'm sure you would have heard Mr. Clark's call. Just for those who weren't listening yesterday, Mr. Clark mentioned to us yesterday on air that he went to Jetour in March actually, to purchase a vehicle.
Correct.
He would have also indicated to the dealer that he sold his vehicle in anticipation of getting this vehicle. He says he was promised by end of April. That's what he says. Just relaying what we were told, right?
Understood.
He says closer to the end of April, which is when he says he was told the vehicle would be ready for him. He was then told that he will have to wait a little longer because the vehicle is not yet here or not yet available for him to receive the vehicle. He says He went through again with his personal banker. He mentioned very often his personal banker was very involved in the situation, and he's being told that it's on the wharf and he has to wait for processing and clearing and all of that. He says he, in that process, signed some documents for registration and fitness and so forth, and now anticipating the arrival of the vehicle end of May. He was told that he was told that basically there's further delay.
Correct.
He says during this time he heard of other people getting the same model that he would have indicated that he wanted. He said he even went to the market and saw a fleet of them coming in, and so of course that rose his anger a little more and frustration, because he's saying, this is the vehicle I buy, them telling me it's not here, and I see how much of them coming into the island. What is Jetor? What is Jetor's stance in this situation?
So here's what happened, Nora. We understand the anticipation of wanting a vehicle.
Yes.
We understand the anticipation of wanting a new vehicle. So let me take it a step further. We understand the anticipation of waiting on a Jetor.
Yes. Hot bread right now.
Hot bread.
Yes.
So if I'm here waiting on a vehicle, you're telling me there are delays beyond our control. I'm here looking to say that, okay, fine, my sales rep should reach out to me, tell me what the situation is,
yes,
advise me, because I see the vehicle them, I come out through the wharf.
Exactly.
Why my one is not in that lot.
Yes.
And this is one of the issues that come with social media. When you look on social media and you see the vehicles exiting the wharf and your one is not in that lot, then it is going to create animosity.
Anxiety for you.
Anxiety, animosity, you name it. And we understand. We are Jamaicans.
Yeah.
We are a Jamaican born and bred company. We are here for Jamaica. We are here to meet the expectation of the Jamaican market. So when someone like Mr. Clark come and he has an issue like that, we understand. We reach out to Mr. Clark, we had discussions with him, we went through everything that could have possibly changed, you know, what it is that he expected, what it is the process was, and we had good discussions. Jetor is here to ensure that the Jamaican market gets luxury SUV at affordable prices. That is what we are here for.
Right.
And in this instance, it is unfortunate that it turned out this way, because we have so many mediums of reaching out to us. We have social media, we have phone calls.
Well, to the point of social media, he said he even went as far as to go under one of your posts and comment his situation, and someone replied to say, who is your agent? He said he responded.
Correct.
And then it was dead ear after that.
Right. So without getting into the specifics,
right,
there was a slight delay because of how everything transpired. And I understand where it is that Mr. Clark would have had the notion that, you know, Jetor was of a different mind. But internally, what we did, we ensured that we went through the process in totality to ensure that all the boxes were checked. Everything that was required by our sales rep and the sales team was done. And it's unfortunate that it ended up this way, but we are in the process of starting to talk with Mr. Clark, and we're ensuring that, you know, we satisfy our customers.
Awesome. And I'm happy you perfect segue. Where are we now?
We're having meaningful discussions to come to a positive resolution.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So for those who are listening in and they want a Jetor to buy and they're thinking, should I? Talk to those people.
All right. There are very few vehicles in the Jamaican land space that would offer luxury, price, service, warranty, all the bells and thrills that you would need in a luxury SUV at an affordable price. What Tire Warehouse Automotive, the directors, the team at Tire Warehouse did, we went through from A to Z to ensure that how we looked at the vehicle is how I would have purchased it, what I would have wanted to see, how it is that I would have envisioned myself, how I would want a sales rep to approach me, how I would want to be treated, what luxuries would I want, what prices that I would have wanted. And went through, did meetings, put it out to the public, we did our billboards, we did our social media ads, we took a completely different approach to ensure that we are very transparent in everything that we are doing.
Right.
You can look on the billboard, look on our social media, see the price of the vehicle, and go into the showroom, and it is the exact price. We believe in transparency, and that is what we have done with this product. It is one of the most, and I have to give you it from my perspective because I'm a Jetour lover and I'm a Jetour driver.
Oh well, you have to be.
I can't help it. Listen, I have drove a lot of vehicles, and
yeah,
it is beyond. I can't even find words for it. This vehicle is beyond luxury for the price.
I don't know if you anticipated, I'm sure in your initial meetings before Jetour came to Jamaica, you would have been expecting some demand. I don't know if this is the magnitude of the demand you expected, but what are you doing to adjust your approach to meet the growing demand? Because Michonne no have hand for sell Jetour at this point. So what is Tire Warehouse Automotive doing to ensure that things are smooth?
We understand that availability may be an issue, so we are actively expanding storage space to ensure that clearances are sped up. We are currently, as we are here now, I'm going to leave here and view other properties where it is that we can expand our storage, just so that we can meet the Jamaican market and expectation of our customers, because we have heard the cries. We have heard the cries.
Right. So more storage space coming for Jetour, and I guess less wait time for those who need to get their vehicles. And I hope the situation with Mr. Clark can be sorted amicably, and hopefully by soon. Mr. Clark can drive his vehicle.
We are in discussion with Mr. Clark, and he will be pleased.
He will be pleased. Okay, that's all we want to hear, that Mr. Clark will be pleased.
Yes.
And I don't know what you can do for us here. We like new vehicles too here at Nationwide. Maybe a little workplace discount, or I don't know. I'm sure some of my co-workers out there want to drive some Jetours too.
They can.
We can talk.
Come on down.
Yeah,
come on down. Come to the showroom. Have a look at our vehicles. You'll be pleased.
Mr. Richards not take me out with a discount. That's but thank you so much for joining, and I must say I appreciate the approach you're taking to responding to this situation.
Sure.
Because it went out there in the public, and you are now here responding on the very same platform. So I appreciate that, and keep up the work, and all the best with meeting the demand as it comes your way. Thank you so much, Mr. Richards.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
We're gonna take a break. When we come back, we have more Consumer Hour.
This is Nationwide's World Cup Team Profile. Brought to you by Digicel. Powered by you, connected by us.
Paraguay has a rich FIFA World Cup history, having appeared in the tournament 9 times as of 2026, with their best performance being a quarter-final finish in 2010. Known for a disciplined defensive style, the Albiroja have participated in 1930, 1950, 1958, 1986, 1998, 2002, 2006, 2010, and 2026 now. Paraguay, one of 48 countries, will be participating at the FIFA World Cup Finals in North America. And you can follow their progress right here on Nationwide 90 FM, who will have extended live coverage of the greatest show on earth.
That was Nationwide's World Cup Team Profile. Brought to you by Digicel. Powered by you, connected by us.
Commercial space is for you. Parks and attractions for you. Housing and residential developments for you. Beautiful rental properties for you. improving quality of life through infrastructure development across Jamaica for you. The Urban Development Corporation, making development happen for you. Brought to you by the Urban Development Corporation.
Morning after morning, you've made Nationwide 90 FM part of your routine. So let's take this connection one step closer. Join the Nationwide 90 FM Family Club and be part of it officially on Patreon.
At Quest Security Services, security isn't about volume, it's about precision. From CCTV surveillance, access control and fire detection to Vigi Control patrol monitoring, body cameras, vehicle tracking and background screening. We deliver protection with intelligence, securing properties, people and reputations with professionalism and advanced technology. Call Quest Security Services today at 876-548-4800. Quest Security Services Total Protection Group.
Good morning. You're back here inside the Consumer Hour on Nationwide 90 FM. I am Nora Gay Banton. We just spoke with the Group Marketing Manager of Tire Warehouse and Tire Warehouse Automotive, Mr. Brenton Richards, about that situation that was brought to our attention yesterday by Mr. Clark, who called, purchased a Jetour, is in the process of doing that, but is still unable to receive his vehicle. We're being told by Mr. Richards that the sales rep has been speaking with Mr. Richards. Jetour is in communication with Mr. Richards, and they are working to make everyone happy at the end, and that's all that's important. Mr. Clark rather wants his vehicle, and Jetour Tire Warehouse Automotive, the official dealer of Jetour in Jamaica, they are ensuring that Mr. Clark receives his vehicle. Mr. Richards is saying that the anticipation, he understands can escalate when there are delays, and when you're seeing the vehicles on social media and when you're seeing the vehicles coming in, but you are not getting yours. But they are working, they say, to expand their storage space so that they can take more vehicles in, and so that there will be less delay for you who may be purchasing your vehicle. I see Empath 876 in the YouTube chat saying, I'm getting mine this week or next week. All the best to you, Empath. I hope you enjoy your new vehicle. So Jetour Jamaica has responded to what has been happening with Mr. Clark's situation, and I hope the conversations that he has been having with Jetour are favorable to him, and he is able to be in a happier state very soon. And once again, I must commend the company for deciding to respond in this manner. There are many times we call out some people for situations and we don't hear peep out of them. But they have decided to respond in this manner, and I appreciate that. I appreciate when you can see a situation, accept what is happening, and respond in a timely manner as well. So that's what's happening. We hope that soon we will hear from Mr. Clark to say that he has gotten his vehicle. Right? We don't have much time left inside the Consumer Hour. We're going to make way shortly for Cliff Hughes Online. I believe today we should have today a delayed broadcast of the 5th anniversary celebration of the Spanish Town Hospital's Urology service. So you'll hear that during Cliff Hughes Online as well. And there's a match coming up at 12 o'clock. It's Portugal versus DR Congo, I believe. Yes, Portugal versus DR Congo. So lots happening here on Nationwide 90 FM. Stay tuned. Remember, we are bringing all the matches to you. No delayed coverage. Right at your ears. You will hear the matches on Nationwide 90 FM as they come, so we send them to you. So keep it locked to Nationwide 90 FM for official coverage of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. We're going to leave it there for the Consumer Hour this morning. We're making way for Cliff Hughes Online.
That was the Consumer Hour with Nora Gay Banton. Postpaid Day is Wednesday, June 17, and Digicel has a deal for you. Be one of the first 4 customers to sign up for a postpaid start plan or higher and get the Samsung S26 for only $2,500. Plus, enjoy big handset discounts with smartphones starting at $8,800 plus GCT. Visit DigicelJamaica.com for participating locations. Digicel, powered by you, connected by us. This is Nationwide's World Cup Team Profile. Brought to you by the UDC, making development happen. England have secured their place at the FIFA World Cup 2026, with the Three Lions gearing up for a 17th tournament and 8th in succession. The European powerhouse will be looking to end a 60-year wait for the coveted crown, with England having last lifted the trophy on home soil back in 1966 by defeating West Germany 4-2 at Wembley. They have since reached the semi-finals twice in 1990 and 2018, while also playing 5 quarter-finals. On the continental stage, the Three Lions have finished as runners-up at the 2 most recent UEFA Euro Championships. England, one of the 48 teams that will participate at the FIFA World Cup 2026, and you can follow their progress right here on Nationwide 90 FM. We'll have live and extended coverage of the greatest show on earth. That was Nationwide's World Cup Team Profile. Brought to you by the UDC, making development happen.
Nationwide News Network, NNN, through Nationwide 90 FM, is one of only 2 Jamaican media companies authorized to engage in the radio broadcast of matches at the 2026 FIFA World Cup Finals being played in USA, Mexico, and Canada. The other rights holder in the radio broadcast category is Fame 95 FM. On May 19, 2026, NNN signed a sub-license agreement with Caribbean Sports Limited, CPSL. CPSL is based at First Floor, 1 Welch's, St. Thomas, Barbados, BB 22025. It has come to our attention that media companies here in Jamaica on the radio side of the business, other than Nationwide 90 FM and Fame 95 FM, have made representation to advertisers that they hold the rights to transmit in